And we're going to be going on to game one, the Hattori Ditto.
Yeah, I do have to give this game to eggsoup though. I don't see a world where he's going to lose this, but anything can happen. It is Brawlhalla indeed, so
Both players open up with unarmed, and Maltager finds the first bit of damage. Cider into down air into neutral light. Recovery. Maltager is doing a great job being able to get this unarmed onto eggsoup Hattori. Hattori goes for that side light. Once again, Maltager responds in kind. Down air comes out. Two down airs in a row, and eggsoup's already sent into the orange against Maltager's Hattori. Neutral air comes out. Eggsoup's able to find that ground pound to another ground pound, and actually is able to even up quite a bit. Cider comes out. Another ground pound, but Maltager's able to respond with these recoveries. Recovery after recovery, and a third recovery comes out, nearly KOing eggsoup, and that's a side sig. That will kill.
That's a stock.
30 seconds into it, Maltager completely dominates eggsoup in the Hattori Ditto so far. Eggsoup picks up the mine, nearly hits Maltager, but Maltager gets rid of that, doesn't want to take any risks with that, losing any lead that he's gotten so far. Side lights and neutral lights are coming out from Maltager as he tries to get as much off this stock as he can. Weapon toss comes out. Actually ends up picking up the weapon as he doesn't despawn as soon as I thought it would. And Maltager, weapon toss into a ground pound, is actually doing a great job being able to take this lead. Weapon toss comes out, recovery, but Maltager responding with his own weapons as well. Side light, or down light comes out, and Maltager puts eggsoup closer to the red. Loses his stock, but still, great showing off that first stock from Maltager.
Yeah, I'm supposed to start from Maltager. Maltager hits himself with the bomb. That may cause some damage to him. Not as in game damage, but player damage mentally. However, I don't know.
Player damage mentally. Anyways, keep going.
Moving on though, eggsoup has evened up the stocks. And just as I said, he almost gets taken out. Wow.
Ground pound comes out, and eggsoup, forced low, goes for recovery by the down air.
Maltager with that silk touch down air right there. Pretty solid finish.
Eggsoup goes for that ground pound, picks the weapon out of the air as it spawns, finds the sword, goes for a down sig, doesn't connect. And Maltager is playing very comfortably on his home turf and on his ping. Tosses the sword up to be able to prevent eggsoup from going any ground pound options, but another ground pound connects regardless. Weapon toss comes out into a recovery. Maltager definitely does not fear eggsoup's down air and recovery game, but still finds himself on the side of the stage. Eggsoup actually flubs a recovery there, or a ground pound, and doesn't matter. Cider comes out and evens it up quite quickly, but still. Maltager still in the lead. Goes for that recovery. Doesn't get the weapon as it spawns. Goes for a dive kick into a nothing. Eggsoup actually gets that GC sidelight and does a decent amount of damage to Maltager. Tosses the weapon. Neutral light comes out. Maltager tosses the spear. And eggsoup evens this up quite quickly. Ooh. Nice neutral stick coming out. Maltager.
Wow.
Taking a decent amount of damage. Suddenly the game's looking in eggsoup's favor despite the dominant first stock. Finds that side stick with the sword. Goes for the ground pound and gets punched by a side light. Eggsoup goes for a ground pound of his own. Eggsoup goes for a D-light, gets punched by a pogo stick. Both players finding themselves fairly damaged, but that weapon toss into recovery will interrupt that ground pound. And Maltager is looking near D-light cider kill percent. Downer comes out. A cider will definitely kill. Ground pound comes up with a weapon toss. Maltager's so good with that. No! Eggsoup, why? Why would you do that, Egg? He just silenced into the bomb.
As Stardust said, Stardust came down from the plane of I don't know what, prophesizes that bombs beg to differ. There is a world where eggsoup loses, and that world is called bombs and mines, my friend.
I don't. There was nothing there to sidelight. I don't. If that had to have been a misinput. Eggsoup ends it with the Z. That's alright, that's why we play best of threes.
Like a magnet, dude. It's like a magnet.
He's gonna have to be attracted to those bombs twice before he ends up getting knocked into the losers. And Maltager takes game one over eggsoup. Eggsoup finds the first weapons, the spear. Maltager, however, not afraid of that whatsoever. Gets a ground pound in right away. Goes for another ground pound, and eggsoup's like, I see your game. Throws the weapon into him, but it doesn't matter. Maltager, actually gets that D-light neutral there, but eggsoup's able to interrupt it with that.
Does a delay into a momentum dodge nair, which is a really sweet hit.
Whoa, but eggsoup chasing Maltager far off the stage of that weapon toss. Tries to go for a dive kick as well. Makes it back, and both players playing with fire right now. The side stick comes out, covers eggsoup's recovery, and goes in for another side stick. Eggsoup top the boy! We considered it. You saw it. He was in the air holding the bomb, and then he tossed it down. I don't. D-Light Cider comes out. Exo's having an aneurysm as he tries to understand eggsoup's option coverage, but a downstick comes out, and Cider is looking like it's going to end Maltager's stock. No, the recovery actually comes out, And neutral air kills him off the top. Eggsoup evens it up only after killing himself again. Maltager has yet to take a stock off of Eggsoup, even though the stocks are even.
Are we good? Are we back to like, normal gameplay? Because I'm tilted off there.
Ooh, Maltager bumps us into the side of the stage. Weapon toss surprisingly doesn't connect. Maltager goes in for a dive kick. Eggsoup misses in there. Gets back. I was so worried that he was just gonna fall to his death. I've seen it. Egg goes for the D-light side air. Actually connects. Weapon toss connects as well, and he holds onto the spike ball, charges it for a while, tosses it away, goes for that down save. I feel like he meant to pivot that. And if he did pivot that, I feel like that would have connected him, but it would have been devastating. Maltager's struggling to get any kind of combo in on Eggsoup right now, despite that first stock. And Eggsoup gets hit by that side sig as he tries to recover. Down sig comes out from Maltager. D-Light comes out. Another D-Light neutral sig, and Eggsoup takes a solid stock, tosses the bombs away from himself rather than towards him.
That anime, like just a sweet downlight into, down neutral sig.
Is that the sound effect that they're going to be adding in the next patch?
Oh yes.
All right.
There are some sweet Photocon sound effects coming in.
Oh,
although
boy.
we cannot it anymore. But
2 ground pounds in a row. Eggsoup doing something that I think is pretty common with players when they're on the ledge. They try to jump the ledge, get their jumps back, and immediately jump off of it to get away from the ground pound. And Maltager reads that, finds that ground pound, and actually ends that stock right away and evens it up quite quickly. That's devastating because now Eggsoup kind of has to play from a deficit. Weapon toss goes in to Maltager. Maltager holding on to the lance. Goes for 2 neutralizing, gets punched by Eggsoup both times, but weapon toss into a ground pound, into a neutral sig to read the ground pound from Eggsoup, into a recovery! Wow! Exo excited about that. That was a great ending for Maltager as he gets the recovery, and that